This time he took a hunk out of my ear.
He did. He scratched it good.
Oh, yeah. Are we on?
Are we green?
Let me see.
Yeah. I'm green.
I'm not.
You're not.
I'm green.
Green.
Awesome. I hate sitting all day. I got to work yesterday most of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it felt so good.
You worked on a house. You built a house, or was working on a house.
I've been working on a house. Got all the walls framed up and everything. About half a day. It was awesome. And he did great. Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome to Incredible Tiny Homes. Look what we got.
All right, let me start.
Amazing.
Here's the letter.
Yep.
Right there.
This really, look at all that.
That is so...
Look at all that stuff. Is that not cool? This
Look
was
at that.
sent to us by a lady in New York. Is that not something? Sent us all this food. And, man, you've already taken them cards and put them in your purse, haven't you?
Oh, yeah. They're in my bra. I didn't take them down in my bra.
And, oh, they're in here, aren't they?
Yeah.
2 Walmart cards, each $500 a piece.
Yeah.
Blew my mind.
And last week, I didn't get a picture of it,
Yeah.
but she gave 3 big boxes of coloring books, toys for the kids, female stuff, food and everything for a guy that Randy had mentioned that was having hard times.
Yeah.
She sent him his family a whole box.
And you know what? And because of that, I thought to myself, you know what? I did not mean ever to anybody to send anything to him
No.
or anything. So I'm really protective of telling anybody's having a hard time, because I don't want you sending stuff or giving money and all that. I don't want to put that on you all, you know? I don't.
That's just so sweet of her.
Yeah.
So nice. Yes, Amy, so nice of her. It's unbelievable.
I don't take stuff. I give stuff. I'm not a taker. I take from Amanda, but I don't take from anybody else.
Did you hear that, Alyssa?
Yeah. And a mask. Amanda, show them your mask.
Well, I will show my mask.
Look. Amanda's wearing a mask today.
Yeah, wearing a mask. And it's not, I do have, let me show this. This is my mowing mask. To show my mowing mask. That's what I normally wear.
Yeah.
That's what I wear when I mow. Yeah. But here, since we're social distancing, friend, the fabric mask is fine.
Yeah. Listen, I want to read this, because I've enclosed 2 gift cards from Walmart for you guys. If you and Randy need things, or the girls.
Let me double check. Randy is green. Randy's green.
People still saying they can't hear me?
There's just a couple.
If you and Randy need things, or the girls in the office, or the guys in the shop, hopefully this will help. I figured it would be easier than sending boxes, LOL. I figured you would know more of what would be useful than me guessing. I really appreciate what you guys are doing. I'm praying for you guys. Blessings, Tammy.
Unbelievable. This lady has got such a heart and so sweet, and thinking about.
Sent me a personal note, which I thought was just so cool. And Tammy, if you're watching, thank you. I read the PS.
Yeah.
I'm not going to read that on air.
Right.
But that was sweet of you. And
very sweet.
And you know what? When you send stuff like that, it's behind the scenes little note, because you see things and you know that really encourages me.
It really does.
Thanks.
It's just unbelievable.
There's you know what's, I was telling somebody, they still can't hear me?
How's that?
They still can't hear
Some
me?
people can hear. Most people can hear. I think there's only a couple. It sounds like.
I'll be darned.
How about now?
I got the microphone. I got this on.
How's that?
It's green.
Nope, the same. Why is it acting weird?
I don't know what that button is for.
Let's try that. How about that?
How does that sound? Can you hear me now?
How's that?
What?
Somebody, and like Christine said, I can hear.
What button that has to be on your menu? That switch?
I'm louder than Randy. We hear you. They hear me.
But not me.
So let me see. And it's plugged in.
Listen.
And it's not blinking. It's supposed to be on channel 1.
Oh, it is?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
that's usually where it's at.
Leave it on 1. Leave it right there.
We hear Amanda. Is there a button on the mic itself? Yeah, but what about on yours?
All I have is one little button.
Oh.
I got green or red, and that's it.
That's usually the one I'm on. You
I
see?
wonder if it's the battery.
No,
it's flashing.
Oh, is it flashing?
It should be connected now.
All right. Now it's good.
How's that?
It says we're connected. Huh. So when it's flashing means we're not connected.
Well, it wouldn't flash a minute ago.
Oh, it's flashing.
See, it's on channel 1. Is that good? How's that?
How's that?
I still hear you.
You can hear me loud? Wonder what's wrong with
Hey, I'm
it.
packing up my groceries. I'm heading out here.
Let's see. Volume.
Yeah?
It's on that. Maybe that. How about that? Here's another button. What about that? Or say something, Randy.
Hey, can you hear me now? How's that? 10-4. Breaker 1-9.
Say something else.
Hey, hi. My name's Randy Jones in Cumberland County Homes.
Nope, it's not any better. Mix. Out. I don't know what's. Nope. Still bad? You still just hear me? Oh, sugar.
Can't hear me at all talk, huh?
How's everybody else? I hate that.
Can you hear me?
It's still not going. Is anything unattached when you put that on?
It's muffled.
It's muffled.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, let's unplug it.
Let me go back out
No, leave it.
and put that in.
No, I said just go without it.
Beeping red.
How's that?
Now
Any
it's connected. Hold on.
any better now?
talking,
How's
Randy.
it looking?
Keep
Today's Monday, April 6th.
Say
And
something else. Don't say your social security number.
everybody's gonna just like, I'm tired of this. I don't want to listen no
Hear it,
more.
Hearing.
Okay, now you're on. What the heck?
It's going red, red, white, red, white, red, white. Good.
It's good. They said
See.
yes. Good grief.
Phew.
Okay.
All right.
Hello.
Hello.
Good grief. Technical difficulties.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow, so much to talk about.
I know.
All right.
All right.
I hope I say everything right. This is non-rehearsed, and I'm trying to take care of some questions and some news about stuff that's going on, okay? And we'll go from there. All right,
Okay.
So I've gotten a couple emails, some texts, some calls that I've made, and people were asking about the ANSI certifications, the community, what's going on. I had
Well, not community, right?
yeah, not community. Dana on there, as you guys all know, has been on there a bunch.
And other people on the group.
Yeah, it sounds like everybody's,
Questions.
got questions. They don't, they're not. Amanda said, smile,
It's just stop.
smile.
Anyway, we're calling it Incredible Properties now.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
All right. Everybody, this is the deal. The thing is that we are ANSI certified. People said, well, you're not ANSI certified. Yes, we are. We are inspecting our homes and we're getting them stamped as ANSI certified. So we are an ANSI certified company. Done, over, got it done. All right. So the homes will be ANSI certified. The homes that have to be in any of our properties, we're not going to call them communities. The state has asked me not to call it a community. A community means a permanent, they said it refers to a permanent, right, community, like a subdivision. It is not a subdivision. And they have to, in the state of Tennessee, because ANSI certified is not a modular mobile home certification. It is a park model RV certification, all right? Which means technically, just like RVIA and the whole thing, technically, it's not supposed to be lived in full time. Everybody knows that almost every RV park out here, everybody lives in it full time. That's fine. The state knows that. What we have to do is we have to play by the rules, say what we're going to say. I can't believe that our verbiage, what I speak, has had that much strength behind it, that it said, hey, you're saying community. So you're given the intent that it is a subdivision, permanent dwelling. What I've always wanted to do with the beginning of a community is I wanted these to be nationwide. All right, that was a big dream, So my big auger I'm drilling with is nationwide. And we had looked into Texas 2 years ago. We had looked into putting a community there when we were doing our off-grid thing. So I think it's kind of glad that we take this opportunity of anything that comes on. There's always ways of talking about it, working it out, and learning from it. And I think it's a really cool thing that we're learning about, is because my dream of making these little communities across the United States, it kind of like forces this out there and get that mindset going, because that's what I want to do. I want to make them nationwide. We're incorporating just the rental, or just the rental properties that we have here. It's under the name of incorporated as Incredible Properties Incorporated. So it's got its own entity. So in 2 years, when you begin to pay rent, it'll go to Incredible Properties. The money that you send in to build the infrastructure goes to Incredible Properties. Okay, so that's what we're doing now. Is we're gonna call everything that we do from now on Incredible Properties. How that works is, my dream, and it hasn't started yet, my idea, I should say, is that I want Incredible Properties. Let's say we got 50 of them across the United States. Our homes are on wheels. I build tiny homes. I don't want to build, we build you anything. We never turn anything down. But primarily, our homes are to build tiny homes on wheels. That's what I like doing. I think the concept is beautiful, unique. A lot of builders are getting out of that because they want to do park models. Anyway, you can move your home. You can transport your home with Matt, the haulers, John. And what I want to do is, if I have 50 across the United States, I want you to be able to go from here to Florida, here to Oregon, here to Vermont, wherever we have our communities, and people switch out their lots. If you want to spend 6 months here, then you want to spend 6 months in Arizona, and people want to swap out with you, I want that to be a part of your community. That's a part of being in our community. Part of being in, and I say community, and I've said it for so long, it's hard not to say it. But so that's part of being of the Incredible Properties. Mm-hmm. That's just a concept that I have. I think it's great. I think we can do that. Even if you've got an extra wide load house that's 10 foot wide, that's no problem. We can ship it across country for you. Mm-hmm. We're looking into how we can get these shipped for less expense too. So we're looking at all facets of this, but that's been my dream. So I think it puts it out there even quicker now. Let's just go ahead and call it Incredible Properties, like we've got a business that's called that. And every piece of property that I develop, or we develop, again, will go underneath Incredible Properties. Mm-hmm. Okay, so to backtrack, we are ANSI certified in the state of Tennessee, the only state. Mainly Cocke County is the only ones that's focused on looking at it. You have to have a third-party inspection, which is ANSI, mm-hmm. or RVIA, anything like that, for them to let you hook onto the grid here. Okay, the only reason Cocke County raised a flag is because we have our properties here under development. And a flag came up and said, wait a minute, they're permanent dwellings. We're not going to allow you to hook to the grid. And this is where all this information came about. And I've been talking to the state. We've had the state here. We have also got a representative in Cocke County that represents us, right, to the state. I'm not going to give his name out because I don't want you bombarding him. It's a guy here. And if a lot of people don't want to listen to what I say, or they doubt what I say or whatever, and you call Newport Utilities, and then they end up getting bombarded and they don't know what to tell you. So I'm telling you the news now is that our communities, there's been some say that our communities won't even be legal. Like Randy Stalling, He knows that nobody could ever live here. And I was like, I couldn't believe the drama that I was hearing. Yes, our communities,
Properties.
our properties, yeah,
I know.
our properties are going to be, they're rolling, they're going. One other drama was talking about the inspections. I thought, really did, because I'm so much into building. We have a friend who's an electrician, and we heard that the state wasn't inspecting. Well, we don't do any inspecting here from the state, right? So I didn't need to call the state. But what come to find out, they were not inspecting our ditches for our community, and I thought because the state was shut down, it was because of the calling it a community. So the state didn't shut us down. They just said, hey, let's wait and get this worked out. The state of Tennessee loves what we're doing. There is no argumentative anything. They're 100% behind us. The county, the mayor, the city is 100% wanting us to succeed, still, like they always have, all right? So, but if you're going to have anything in the state of Tennessee, there's another community down the road, the one I started, right? 2 years ago. They're wanting to put in the infrastructure. They're trying to do that, but they can only have certified homes. They cannot have any homes down there plugged into the grid unless it's certified. It's in Cock County. Done.
That's anybody.
Anybody. We've got somebody who just come over the other day that's got an RV park and they want to buy homes from us. Mm-hmm. They got to be certified. Mm-hmm. That's just the way it is in Cock County, because we have started these properties and it's raised the flag of, hey, how these got to be inspected.
Because there were no rules before.
There were nothing. There were no rules. They don't know where to put tiny homes.
They don't know what to do.
In the state of Tennessee, there's actually a law that says you cannot build a structure unless you're licensed, right? Mm-hmm. You have a license under manufacturer licensing, modular home, park model, right? Or modular home. Well, there's no manufacturing for tiny home, and that's where about 6 months ago the state came here, visited us. They're trying to get a license for tiny homes, and they're working with us on the verbiage, and I talked about the legislature or whatever it's called. They're going to try to get the license passed. That's the last thing on their agenda now. Mm-hmm. With the coronavirus and the world's going down, they've put that on the back burner. So they want us to continue building. We've got the ANSI certification. That now is all they require from us in the property. So on the property where we're putting our infrastructure in, I've got the ANSI certification company that we're using. They're sending documents today to the state and to the city and the county. So they say, hey, it is a legitimate RV resort and we are ANSI certified, right? Mm-hmm. We're getting everybody on board with that, from the state to the city. And then they will allow us to go ahead and continue burying our ditches, put our infrastructure in.
But that's with you also. You have to have that license you're talking about as well.
Who?
The manufacturing license.
That
correct?
Is in the works.
Yes, correct. But
That the
that's a part
state
of it.
has to make that.
Right.
And when that'll happen, I don't know.
Right.
But they're allowing us to continue with
Right.
what we're doing because we're ANSI certified. Mm-hmm. Now, ANSI certified has cost us, I have to talk to Tom, but I think it's $8,000 or $10,000 up front. Mm-hmm. And then we've got 4 visits a year. So the representative has to come here 4 times a year. We have to pay for his, everything coming here, his flight and his stay and his food and everything. And then he goes to our books, he goes to our records, he goes to what we built, he goes to all that stuff. And he's got to come here quite a bit. Mm-hmm. That's all a fee. Then when we get the stamp on your home and all the stickers and everything we have to put on there, that's another fee that we pay per house, okay? So it averages out for us about $500 a house is what it's just costing us to make that happen. Also, there's some extra, included in the 500 is extra wiring, okay? Extra steps that it physically is taking to get the home ANSI certified. One of the stipulations is we have to have really high lights, running lights, not just on the trailer. It has to have running lights up on the top, okay? And that has to be DC lights. Wires ran to the trailers, so when you put on your brake and your running lights, it has them on there. The thing is that most people, if you're not going to use the running lights, and maybe you're going to stay in it for a long while or something, or on your property. Let's say you're going to go on your property and say, hey, you know what? I don't need that. You don't need to be ANSI certified every single home. Okay, so if we're building you a home and you don't need to be ANSI certified, that's fine. We don't have to certify that. We don't have to put the running lights. We can continue what we're doing. If you want to be ANSI certified, what I'll do is I'll put together what all is required from ANSI. I'll put the main hits on it, the main things that may influence you. The biggest thing visually is the running lights, okay? The water heater, we can't use EcoTemp anymore. So we've quit using EcoTemp, okay? And I thought that was kind of wrong because EcoTemp knew they were not ANSI certified and kept selling us the water heaters. We didn't know until...
To all tiny house builders.
Yeah, so now I'm sure this is raising questions. Like people are saying, okay, now I got to have my home in the properties, right? What do I got to do? Well, you have to be ANSI certified, right? It's going to cost us $500 to get your house certified. What I want to do with you guys, if we can work this out, is that's physically what it's going to cost us. No more, we're not making any money off of that. If you need it in here, we'll do a payment system of 10, 20 bucks a month or whatever you want over the course of the 2 years or however you want. We got to get them.
Because if they do it independently, it's what, $2,000?
Yeah, if you call ANSI right now, if you call NOAA, or if you call the ANSI company that we use, you can get it personally certified by yourself. If you're building your own home, they charge $2,000, okay? I'm going to charge you $500 because that's what it's costing us.
And we'll do payments.
And anybody that's on the property, anybody that's going to be moving this, I don't want to charge you nothing, but we're going to be out $500 per house over 100 homes. That's $50,000 I'll be out.
Right.
I can't afford that. But I'll take payments over 2 years or however you guys want to do it, okay? But that's what it has to be for us to be plugged into the grid here in Cobb County and on our properties, okay?
So if you're going into the forest,
the
beach, or the prairie,
yes,
we will do payments for the $500.
You got it.
Okay.
You got it. In any home, if you're a builder that we're building your home and we're shipping it across country, you don't have to be ANSI certified. That's up to you. If you want it, now we're going to have to start implementing a $500 fee on your contract that'll get you ANSI certified.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. Good.
What else?
What else did you need to know? Oh, what's the progress then from now, from what you've learned? Then what's the progress with
the property?
Houses, getting everything finished.
Okay. Now, so I've been on the phone all morning trying to get a hold of the ANSI guy, get all this information together, get it out to the right people so the state knows that we're ANSI'd and all set up, right? Then they give the local state inspectors they are a property, they're not a community, they're an RV compliant property. Then they'll say go, and we're going. The sun has come out. I mean, talking the rain has dissipated. It's not as rainy as it has been. Summer's on its way. We're ready to hammer it. So we're ready. We got a 400 foot ditch, put the primary in. It's just how fast can we make this happen? Right. So that's where we're at with the communities. We've got secondary power over at the beach. I've ordered a lot of plants. I've found some plants locally that we can do. We're ready to plant, go. I'm looking into water features. Of course, you've seen the lake out here. All that's happening right now. So this is going to happen. It is happening. There's no stalling. There's nothing. These are just things that change, things that happen, that come up.
And good question. Chuck said, Chuck Marshall, hey Chuck, can my container be certified?
Yes.
Certified?
Everything can be certified.
Even if it's completed.
We have, when the ANSI representative was here and we had him online, we had a video of him and Tom talked to him. We had 41 homes on site. Can you believe that? We had 41 homes here. They walked through every single home.
Yeah.
And said, this is what has to be done to be ANSI certified to each home.
Right.
We want, if you need ANSI certified, they said, no problem, we will get you ANSI certified. It's not going to cost you $2,000. It's costing you $500, and if you're going into our property, we'll take payments, however we can do to help you.
Exactly.
Okay, on that. But yes, any home here. We have a situation here with the Acunas that live here. All right? The Acunas have chosen to buy property somewhere in the local area. I think that's wonderful. I'm super excited for them. Now, they have to be, if they're going to live full-time in their home, ANSI certification will not help them. Okay, the state, because it's a permanent dwelling. So in that fact, what we're trying to do, trying to help Victor and Yvonne, is like if the state will go by pictures, videos, documentation, whatever we can do to help them get their home certified or some way inspected. If not, they may have to remove some of their panels off of their walls and show how the house was constructed and if it was wired and plumbed and built right. So hopefully they'll take pictures of doing that. Now, so if you're going to buy land in this local area and you're going to live full time in your home, they're going to have to require inspections. That's just the state of Tennessee. Okay, but on our property, this is not a full-time community. This is a property that's an RV resort. Okay, so the RV certification will work here on our properties.
And two, I'm assuming, I'm going to ask you this, is that with it being on wheels, at any time the houses can be pulled out. So that shows it's not a permanent structure.
Exactly.
Correct?
You have to stay on wheels.
You have to stay
There's
on
a couple reasons. Just on this physical piece of property, it has to stay on wheels because it is a FEMA flood zone.
Correct.
Never been flooded. After Katrina hit, the flood zone was on the other side of the railroad tracks. Now the whole city of Newport is in a flood zone.
Most of it.
Okay?
Yes.
So they've just broadened the footage of it because FEMA and the government do not want to be responsible for anything that's been destroyed because of the big hurricane they had, right? They almost broke them. So they're saying, hey, then it charges more for insurances or if your flood zone, but if you're on wheels, you're fine and ready and good to go.
And we can't, because, someone just asked, can we live there full time? We can't stress enough that the officials are all working with us to make this work.
Yeah. Yep.
Right.
Yep. You can live here as long as you like. Yep. And that's what I'm saying. Your lot is yours.
Yes.
Your lot, you're paying rent on your lot is yours. Okay.
And you're ready to, if need be, pulled out at any time.
You can pull it out, go. We got transporters. You can stay. You can go. However you'd like to do that.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's the skinny on everything. We got a lady that's pulling out of the Prairie because she's not understanding why her home that we did not build needs a certification. We'll help her get certified if she wants it. We'll do the best we can to help. That's up to you guys.
But we can't certify homes that's not ours, though.
We can. We can try. We can inspect it and be a charge. We'll have to charge that person. It may be more than $500. It may be rewired. It may need to have, who knows what that house will need.
Right.
If to have them in the community, we'll do whatever we can.
Right.
But if we got to perform extra work because we didn't build your home, we don't know how it's wired, we don't know anything about it, we'd have to get with ANSI to see, hey, what do we have to do to make this home compliant with ANSI to be in our place? Most of our homes, most of the people living in these properties that we have here, are homes we built. And that's why we can comply.
And good question. Norma just asked, what about the financing? The financing requires ANSI or
That's why we got ANSI in the first place. Was because 21st Mortgage needed it. And it simultaneously, the state needed it too. We've been working with the state with getting inspected. We thought we were going to go with the company, another company here locally as not ANSI, but just stamped.
Right.
And then when we found the ANSI certification, it superseded that and it worked out better for everybody.
And to where are we at with 21st Mortgage?
21st Mortgage. All right, where we're at is Friday. My accountant sent over all the documentations we needed to get to the Secretary of State. I took them, wrote 2 checks for $20 a piece, certified. We got certified checks. Went to the post office, overnighted it, and it got to Nashville at 10 a.m. this morning. So I'm going to verify that they got the mail here when we get done with the video to see where we're at. All they have to do is we're hoping online they can just change it from domestic to foreign, and then we're ready to go. Right. I've talked to 21st Mortgage Friday. They call me every day.
Yeah.
And I think that's exciting to think. A mortgage company that large is calling us every day because I've told them how much business we think is going to happen after this goes through. So we will let you know as soon as we get switched and we get that 4-digit manufacturing number. That way you guys can apply online.
And Lori, that's here, Colin's mom, good question. What about workshop homes?
Workshop homes. Yeah, we can.
Certification.
Yeah, yes, it's same.
Anything can be certified, right? Like they just have to go through, inspect it? Is
Yeah,
that
you
right?
have to get it to the level of what ANSI is asking. The workshop homes that we built here have been built the same way we build them out in the shop when the guys build them. Most of the ANSI certification is about electrical and plumbing and egress windows. Okay. Now, I remember somebody said that they had bought a home, and I don't know if it's a customer that's wanting to live here or not, but they bought a home and had one breaker in the whole house. And I have told you guys before, you know, if you can, don't ever buy a house from another person unless you got pictures and documentations that will help. ANSI will go by pictures. No, you can show them, hey, it was wired. And we've got this device that cost almost $3,000 that we hook the house up to, and it sends a voltage throughout the whole house, and it shows if that home has been properly wired or not.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So we've invested thousands of dollars
Is that
to be.
what John and them were doing the other day?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
So we've invested in this. We are ANSI certified.
And Jen's asking, can you still tie down the tiny homes on wheels?
Yes, ma'am. You
In
should
the
tie them.
property.
You can tie them down. You know what? You can tie them down, and you can unloose them when you want to head out. And you come back, tie it down again.
And I love what somebody just said. Well, I don't love this one. It said, you know, it sounds complicated, and it does. And I'll tell you what, this one person put, thanks for doing the footwork for making tiny houses legal and common. This is the fight. All this is so new. This is new to this county.
The state.
The country hasn't accepted so much of it. So these things that are coming up, we're fighting every little battle to win the war, basically. And to people hanging in there, it's amazing.
Yeah, and there's pockets of drama of people just saying things that are not true or speaking out about things.
Driven.
Just
Correct.
you know, you guys talk all you want. You can do what you want. I'm gonna keep building homes and go on.
Yes.
But if you just want to just relax, I'm in this to make a living.
Right.
This is my whole livelihood. Everything that I have is in this thing. And when somebody throws false news out there or doubts what we're doing, it just hurts. It's like, wow, I don't understand why. Just call me.
Yeah.
Text me instead of going on a social media or talking to your neighbors about, we're going to collapse.
And like Janet said, I love it. It said ITH is breaking ground for homes. Go ITH, and it is so true. Once all this is set in stone, that's it, guys. Yeah. That's it. I mean, this is the battle right now.
Yep, it is about. You know, there's people that are saying, I'm going to jump ship or I'm going to go. You can, but I'm going to tell you what. When it's said and done, you're going to be wishing you never left.
Yeah.
And I'm not, you know what? And that's fine. There's 340 million people out here that we want to build tiny homes, right?
Yes.
This place is going to be beautiful. We're building water features. I got things in my mind about creeks and waterfalls and stilt homes and tree houses and water, all that stuff. Everybody, I'm a late bloomer. Everybody, I don't have the money to put in $3 million in infrastructure in here, but I've got the money to put you guys a home in the forest, a home in the beach, and homes in the prairie.
Right.
And those places, I live here. My mom lives here. This is our livelihood.
Well, now this is the biggest thing right here. Maria said, either you put in a zip line or she's out.
Yeah.
So it's it. So
I've already got a tower under power. I got a tower ready to go to put a zip line in.
The zip line, that's the breaking point right
yep,
there.
Yep, sure enough. I want a zip line from here to the river.
Did we show what Maria gave you? I'm not sure.
Oh, outside?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go show it.
Let's go show it. Because I don't think we showed that.
There's Kim.
Hey, Kim.
We love Kim.
Tell what Kim's doing.
Kim is.
You want to introduce her really quick?
She's helping.
She said, I'm good.
Huh?
She said, I'm good.
Come on. Stay out here, Ace.
You want him to
No, he can stay in there for now. He'll run off.
Exactly. Oh, whoa,
Ah.
gosh. Get off me, man.
This is what Maria gave us. Isn't this cool? She gave us a kayak.
Look at this.
She gave us this kayak. We did a video on it before.
Did we?
Yeah, I sat in it.
No, we took a picture.
Oh, we took a picture.
Yeah.
And she gave us all the look, anchors if I want to drown myself.
Thank God.
And this is our car hauler.
girl.
You can haul your car. And look at this.
What is
This
that?
is a life jacket for a dog.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that cool?
That is so neat.
And you just grab,
Oh.
that's how I'm gonna grab your dog.
You walking around like a casserole. That's like a Pyrex thing.
Yep.
Oh, that's
So
great.
thank you, Maria, for your gift.
That's cool.
And I was actually walking out on the river property. See, we have 2 acres on the river back here.
Yeah.
That's included in this 34 acres.
Correct.
And I was walking out there about 3 days ago with Ace, and there's been a kayak or a boat. It's submerged, but it's lodged under a tree
Oh.
in the river. And I'm going to get out there and pull it out. We may have 2 kayaks.
Well, I'll be.
But you can actually put a kayak in the city limits of Newport, and you can come and get out right here.
Benji said that's going to end up and be on my car. The top of my car.
Yeah. Yep. Any more questions?
Let's see. I think we've got to. Is there any more questions? Let me just give people time to. Let me get out of the sun. Let me give them time to ask. So because it's a big deal that.
Yeah.
This issue
And we'll
about the
talk more
properties.
about it. This won't be the only video that we talk about.
Any
So
more questions?
you know, the property across the street, RVIA certified. Our homes on these properties will be RVIA certified, or ANSI certified. I'm sorry, ANSI certified. That's it. That's all it is, everybody.
And Holly's asking, can we see Victor's in-laws tiny? No, they're living in it. It's private.
No, we don't look at anybody's
No.
homes that live in them.
No, they're all living in them right now. Will you build legitimately mobile home? What does it mean? Will you build a legitimately mobile home? What's on a mobile? What does that mean?
I don't know.
Once it's certified, is it forever? Good question,
Yes.
Bubba. Okay.
As far as I know, it is. I mean, I don't know what would make it uncertified unless, you know, you took out some windows and took out water heaters and undid your electrical wires.
Mary, hey Mary, her and Brian Cardi's. When are the inspections happening, and is it first come first? First come base on money sent in? No.
No.
And there's
Just let us know if you want it certified.
Well, and two,
And well, we're going to do them here. Yeah.
isn't everybody's already certified that when he came that day?
No. We have to. Some of them's got an EcoTemp water heater. We got to take it out.
And then they come and look at it again.
Yeah. I mean, there's things we got to do. We got to run
So
grounding
we're
wires.
going to front the money for the incredible property people, the people who've leased, and then they can make payments.
Yes.
So what I'll get with Amber, and we will send out a work order or like a invoice.
Yeah.
And you can just make payments if you're in the property.
I want to start certifying all these homes that are here that are going in the property. Okay. So where I'm just going to certify them, I'm going to get them done. I'm getting them ready to be compliant to be here.
Yeah.
You guys pay how you can. If you can pay me $500 up front, that'd be great. If you can't, we'll work it out with you.
Yeah.
I know that's an added cost that's really going to hurt some folks, but you know what? If you can spread it over 2 years,
Yeah.
maybe that'll help you
I mean,
out.
we all want to work together. Now, what about the water heaters? Is the $2,500 water heater, the square one, good with ANSI?
Perfect.
And Tom was asking that. Beth's asking, 19-inch sink okay for a regular kitchen countertop? 19-inch sink.
For ANSI?
No, just for, I think she's just asking in general.
Sure. But now
David,
19,
yeah.
I don't.
19-inch.
19 will not work in our RJO design, but in a regular countertop that's 24 inches. Yes.
Oh, good question. That's a good question
Yeah.
and answer. David, what if the standard charge does older builds verification become grandfathered? What if the standard change does older builds verification become grandfathered?
Well, I don't know. There is no. I mean, I don't.
No, there wasn't anything set in stone then.
Well, there's no grandfathering
Right.
for ANSI.
What if the standard change does older builds verification become grandfathered?
I don't know what
I
that
don't know.
means.
Because there wasn't anything in the.
There's nothing grandfathered.
Because this was new.
You can't be grandfathered. There's no grandfathering.
Right, because this was something new that they told us. Let's see. Amanda, can we see the wonky house inside? Maybe.
It's nothing. It's just 2x4s.
Same thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's just framed right now. They're not. They're just wiring it right now.
Wanda
So
said I have my own kayak, bringing it with me. Sonia, what if you want an EcoTemp water heater though?
you can have one. just can't be ANSI certified with one.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's their problem with EcoTemp? I wonder.
Those water heaters, I don't know. They just said that the way they're built, they just don't certify them.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's just their preference.
It's just their preference,
Okay.
yes.
And Cindy Caton, she'll have to have hers certified.
I spoke with Cindy this morning, yep.
Yeah, okay. But hey, the green wall is a great place to show different siding. Oh, yeah, true. Let's see. Alyssa put, another Alyssa, why did you skip my question? Well, it wasn't on purpose. Can we see the property? We showed the property the other day. We did a whole tour of the property the other day.
Everybody,
Alyssa.
she's standing here with this phone right now,
Yeah.
okay? And she's trying to scroll down through everybody's questions.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
No
So
one's being missed on purpose. So.
there's no vendetta against anyone.
Exactly. So we went through the property did a long tour, and it's beautiful. So be sure and look that up. Let's see. Eco water heater is which one? Which one does ANSI want?
I have to get the information, but we bought a bunch of them to be compliant. But yeah, we'll get you that.
Yeah. When it comes to tiny homes, no grandfather clause. Yeah, that's what Benji said. Yeah. Alyssa, there are many videos on the property. Yes.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Beth wants to know, how will water tanks get adjusted to come with the Freedom now?
How will water tanks get adjusted to come with the Freedom? We will install a water heater that's ANSI compliant.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
If ANSI, is it ANSI?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
ANSI,
Yes.
already certified.
ANSI.
It seems it would stay that way. Yeah, okay. Where is this? I'm new. Well, welcome. We're in Newport.
We're in Newport, Tennessee, about 40 miles east of Knoxville.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we have incredible properties, which is the forest, the beach,
and the prairie. So we got 34 acres, and we got 3 properties right here that are resort properties, and then
Leasing
we're
lots.
looking at one across the street that we're hoping to get is 160 acres.
Yeah.
That'll be awesome resort over there. That'll expand this, and we're hoping to go nationwide with all this.
Brian wants to know, Brian Carty, are the 19-gallon hot water heaters okay?
Perfect. They're ANSI. They're
Ain't that
ANSI.
something?
Well, they're ANSI certified. You buy them from Lowe's.
Hey, listen, we're going to have a big yard sale of EcoTemps. Have a big old EcoTemp yard sale. Sonia wants to know, is there another tankless hot water heater?
There is. I just don't have that name. Was Tom here? I'll get the name for you.
Tom just pulled up.
He's not in here.
Okay.
Yep.
We'll find out.
Well, you know, the thing is we've been putting EcoTemps in, and and nobody's had any questions over them. They're tankless water heaters. Yeah, they're good, but I'll get you the information of them.
Right. Yeah. Let's see. Electric water heater is all right. Electric's all right. Small adjustment, da-da-da. Okay.
Amanda's looking through all your comments, trying to be
they're good.
answer them all.
Yeah.
Please don't be offended if we miss your comment.
Oh, no, it's never missed on purpose.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So, so I hope that clears the air for everybody. You know, it's hard for me to understand that people would be thinking that we're trying to get away with something or hide something or not say something or show something or do something. I don't understand that thinking. I tell everybody that gate's always open, and I live here. You can come at 850 Industrial Road and come see me. Whatever you want to do, all right?
Maria said, Amanda is not annoying. Them's fighting words. I love that. Somebody said months ago, nobody's forgot it. It was so funny. Said,
your voice is annoying.
Her voice is so annoying.
Yeah.
Okay, so now in reality, now with what's going on now, I mean, we've got a global pandemic. We got all this stuff going on. What's the reality of the forest and the beach getting completed?
Come over here.
Okay.
Let's show you what's going on over here.
What's happening, hot stuff?
What's happening, man? All right. That's good right there. And he is, and right now, let's walk over here.
Oh, wow.
He's building a lake.
I think so.
Okay. We walked away from the
Like
router.
you're in a coma. I think people can still hear you. Okay, we're back.
We're back.
Okay.
All right. So right along that dirt line right there, there's a yellow line or an orange line that goes up. That's going to be the water level. So the water level is right up to the base of those trees.
Oh.
All right, and then it's going to come out along this bank here. So we're going to dig a lot of that out so it's a deep water. There's a lot of water in there for a good size, okay? all this land. We got water coming off of our building, which is right down below Amanda's feet right now. That right there, that pipe is water that comes off the building.
Okay.
So there's going to be a lot of fresh water. You can see the water running through.
great.
There's a lot of fresh water running right now that they've got the ditch. So this is something, you know what, this was not intended.
No.
This is something that we're paying for that's not included in the price of these
Right.
properties that we've got going here.
Well, and neither was the park.
The park wasn't. The
trail.
track wasn't. I didn't figure that in financially being able to afford all that.
Right.
All right. So I'm doing this hoping that this is going to be hopefully paid for as our company grows.
Right.
And as we become, and I wanted to show you guys, this is what I do. This is what I'm trying to do. There's so many ideas that I have that is going to make this place beautiful. I don't want to live in some garbage can. I don't want to
No.
live in something that's not aesthetically appealing.
Oh, yeah.
And I want this to be fun. You guys are here because of my personality, the way I've groomed this place, the way I've designed these communities, and how I'm thinking, all right? That's why you're here. Anybody can go to any property you want. And it's
Sure.
because it's only $200 a month.
Right.
Plus your water bill, and we're going to just divide that up, and if it's 12 bucks, it's 12. I don't want to make
Yeah.
any money off your water.
Right.
A lot of these places will charge you 350 bucks a month. Oh, it includes water and sewer. Well, that's only 10 or 15 bucks a month,
Right.
but they charge you an extra $150 and they make money off of it.
Oh,
I'm
and
not going
say
to do
hi
that.
to Myrtle. You just talked to Myrtle, didn't
Hi,
you?
Myrtle.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was sweet. Yep.
Yeah.
Myrtle's coming here, and she's going to live in her motorhome.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
And she wants to doll it up and have a deck. We talked about it, but she's going to be in a motorhome.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
Until she can afford to buy her own tiny
Right,
house. And
right.
so that's what we have. We have 2 RVs that are going to be in the property. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And you know what that is? That's to my selecting if I want RVs or not.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody comes up to me, just like if you go to an RV park, right? And you go to Arizona and you want to spend the winter and you come up there with a tiny home and they say, nope, I don't want them, or yes, I want it. You know who it's up to?
Yep.
The guy that owns the RV park.
That's right. You're right.
So now we can say, you know what? I don't want that house on that
Right.
lot, or I do want that house because it's privately owned. And I do that to protect our interests, everybody here, right? So that's where we're at.
Will the lake have fish?
Yeah!
Yay!
And it's gonna have a concrete waterfall on the backside, which you can't see because,
Lord.
but when you do your walk, when you walk the circumference of this place, you'll walk right there and you'll see the water coming over the top of the wall.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody said, Randy, you should put all the electricity line underground to be protected from storms or hurricanes.
They are.
It's already underground.
The only thing that's not underground is this primary, and this was on here when we got
It's
here.
already here.
This is
Yeah.
the only line that's above ground. Everything is underground.
And it's more expensive.
The entire forest is underground. The entire
Yeah.
beach is underground. The entire prairie will be underground. The entire resort will
Yes.
be underground.
And two, number one, if you put fish in here, the guys are going to fish at lunch and they won't go back to work. They won't hit another lick.
No.
And to answer Maria's question,
Again?
listen, can we have tigers here? Yes. I'm obsessed with the tiger.
Yeah.
3 episodes, I'm obsessed.
Hey,
Don't tell me anything about it because I've got
so
to.
you're Netflixing.
Oh, I was Netflixing last night. Me and the kids, we watched The Tiger King, and oh my God, it's everything I've ever wanted in my whole life.
Mullets.
Mullets, white trash, I love it. You bring it on, I love it.
Yeah.
I was going to ask another question. Oh, okay. So now we're all caught up with all this.
Hurry up, man. I got to do some more push-ups.
All right, wait a second. Let's talk about the build schedule really quick and everybody that's waiting on their homes.
Yeah. Well, I can't tell you when your home's going to get built. I mean, thinking about all the names and everything, I know we've contacted all of them.
Yes.
There was a lady that was upset. She's not going to get her home when she thought. She paid her money in December, still haven't got her homes. All I can say, everybody, is we're building as fast and as
Yeah.
efficient as we possibly can. If that is not good enough for you, you have to either back out, you either don't buy a house from us, whatever you're going to do. That is massive pressure on me to get your house out.
Right.
I put enough on me already. If you are not happy with our build schedule, please do not buy a home from us.
Right.
That's me throwing money out the door. I'm sorry, but I cannot do it any quicker than what I'm doing. I hired a guy Sunday. I'm trying to hire 4 more the next day.
You and Tom started a house built Sunday.
We worked all day Sunday and Saturday. I framed in a house myself Sunday.
Yes.
Tom framed in another house Sunday.
Mhm.
That's us physically working on weekends to try to get these homes out. And I don't know any other builder that's doing that.
Yeah.
Everybody else says, you know what, you're 8, 10, 12 months out.
Well, and other builders, what we found out from many builders is they're building 10 to 12 a year. We're doing 100 houses a year.
150 to 200.
Exactly. It's like we're like rocking out.
And we're half the price.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that our prices, because we're less than everybody, gives you a little bit of, and I know you need a home, believe me. I've got people, look at all the people living here that are waiting to get into their property. I got an RV, I got a lady living in a car.
Yeah, that
you
is
know,
right.
and another lady living in an RV. Come here and hang out. We'll load you up, but we don't have any more spaces for electric anymore.
No.
I've hooked
We're
everybody I
out.
can. There's like 14 people living here temporarily.
Right.
And you know what? Thank God that Newport Utilities
Newport's been fantastic.
has said, you know what? Even though they're not compliant, they're letting us live in these right now.
They are working. They
See,
want us to succeed.
They're not against us,
They're
everybody.
not.
As much as some of the drama is going on about it, they're not. They
They're
want
not
us to
against
succeed.
No.
So please, just if you have any questions about the home that you already have that's not one of ours and you're wanting to not live here anymore, please call me if you have any questions. I'm here. I'm available.
Well, the best thing to do is to send an email to info, and we will get it to Randy so he
yeah,
can contact
I'll answer you guys' questions. I don't know how much to show you. I don't know how much more to show you, expose to you, explain to you that this is the real deal. This is the truth. If I didn't think it was, I would not tell you.
Right.
And if you don't believe me, don't buy a house from me.
Right.
If you doubt anything from me, either investigate me and come and talk to me, or don't buy a house. We want you to be grateful that you bought a house from us, because we're grateful you bought a house from us.
Absolutely.
We have to both be like, you know what?
Right.
I'm so glad I had an opportunity to get a home from ITH.
Right.
And we're absolutely grateful that you selected us. Okay? This is not just, you know, buy it. And if I could, I would give every
the properties, the incredible properties in the forest, the beach, and the prairie, and the resort across the street too. We want people who are going to be fun, who are going to be kind, who are going to be not gossipers, not wanting to stir up stuff or trying to catch somebody at something all the time. Listen, you guys, take a hike. Take a hike. Listen, we have worked,
said it, I didn't.
We've worked our tails off, and I'm telling you what, I'm ready to have some fun.
Yeah.
I'm sick of
you wouldn't believe the pressure that puts on.
Oh, yeah.
That's probably the only reason I don't sleep.
Yeah.
Other than that, you know, finances and all the hats that I wear, I love it.
Yeah.
I love all that. I love what I do. But when it comes time to people are not satisfied, I can't. That's just too much for me. This takes the joy out of everything.
Let me tell you something. Listen, we got to kick this virus's butt, because they're not going to mess with our jam in October, okay?
Yeah.
That's what Maria just said, Jam 2020. Listen, we've got to have a party. Maria had sent me a text. I don't know if I got to respond to it. She said, when all this is over, we got to have a girls' wine and dine and just a whole big fest there.
I'll video it.
You're not invited.
Yeah. And everybody, there's no reason why we can't just...
Yes, a positive community, Jen.
I don't know why we just can't get along and stop. If you're negative, just don't...
Be quiet.
Don't come out of your mouth about anything. And you know what? If you hear people talking negative about what we're doing, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how much more to give you the open door to come here and ask.
Yes.
The open door. I'll give you any information you want. Just do it. Now, it's up to you guys. I'm just, I want to just go on.
Everybody on here wants the same thing we want. They want this positive, beautiful property, and where everybody can get together, bonfires they're talking about and everything. Everybody does it. The majority want that.
I think that if somebody or they're wanting to spread bad rumors or something, I think we all need to just say, you know what? Let's not give them any space.
Exactly.
You know, if you hear something that for somebody living here that is saying something negative about us, say, you know what? I think you need to take that up with Randy.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and that's it. And that's where we go. I'm here. My door's open. I live right there in that cube.
Right here. Here's
right
the
there.
door. When you come in the middle of the night, that's the one that's going to be unlocked. Go into that one.
Yeah, that one right there.
Go into that one. Don't go into that one.
There's no lock on the door. You know what, Amanda?
None of these.
Somebody could lock me in there. Because you pull it down, you could put a lock on the outside and I couldn't get out.
Why do you say stupid stuff like that?
Because I'll bust through the window.
Why do you... They ain't nothing that contains you. I know that.
You know what I'm going to do with that
your
cube?
dog. I just seen your dog out running around.
You know what I'm going to do with that cube?
Amber!
I'm going to put that cube on water. I'm going to build pontoons for it, and I'm going to put that cube on the water. That's my future plans. Man, they ain't listening to what I'm saying.
I don't know what you're saying.
All right, cool.
Okay, well, good.
Everybody, so think about this. I never said there was going to be a lake here. You know why I started that lake? Because I felt so bad that people were thinking that it was taking so long, and I was scheming about something that this is not going to come through.
Are you a schemer?
I'm a schemer. And I was like, you know what? No. And this property is going to be better than any property that you're going to go to. I don't care if it's North Carolina. I don't care if it's down the road. This is going to be better than any property anywhere because I'm going to put all that I have into it. I'm going to put all my heart. And I love other communities. I love competing.
Well, this ain't a community.
Property.
They said, hey, listen, and I love this. Every time, guys, I want you to keep up with it. Somebody said to start a swear jar.
Yeah.
And every time you say community, you got to put money in it.
All right, I'll do it.
There you go.
Wow. Ooh, that's a good one.
You better watch it.
Properties.
Hey, and then we'll put that money into the property.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know what? And, you know, my whole philosophy was to rent these out at $200 a pop.
Yeah.
2 years free rent, and then $200 a pop. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason is, I told you guys this, is that I want you to be happy here. I want you to participate and to help the place. And that brings a positiveness. When you're not here and you're not paying $400 or $500 a month,
Yeah.
and you're only paying $200, it kind of makes you happy.
Oh, yeah.
That you can get financially ahead
And
living
everybody
here.
on here is saying, I mean, Wanda and everybody, Janet and everybody on here, there's all kinds of people saying they love it. Keep going. Absolutely. They want positive.
Yeah.
Everybody wants positive.
So we are ANSI certified. We will get you
Yes.
ANSI certified. I'm going to go get them ANSI certified. Just if you can, help me pay for it.
MJ, we love MJ Benjamin. She said, I can't stand negative people.
Oh.
God, we got too much going on.
And if you
people.
hear that talking, just give them down the road, man.
Tell them to hush.
Yeah. So we're on it.
Hush.
Everybody, I'm doing something that's not been done before.
Who said that? Syndicating. See? Now we're a compound. I told you. We're a compound.
We need a dispenser.
All right. Where's the Kool-Aid? Where's the
Yeah.
Where's the cup?
Hey, when you go through the
Get a
gate, just squirt it. We'll take a squirt can in there. I've got so many plans for the park. I didn't have to pay for this right here.
Oh, it's so beautiful over there. Please, please look up that video from last week and look at the pictures on Facebook that I posted whenever I took Ace out there for a walk.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous out there. Y'all gonna be tickled to death here.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yep. So everybody, I'm going back in right now. We're going to get all this done. As soon as I hear from the state, I'll let you know. Hopefully it'll be tomorrow, the next day. They'll allow the inspections on our underground power and we can keep going. We've already ordered all of our pipe, all of our water line, all of our electrical. Everything is ordered and paid for because you guys, and I have taken that money and set it aside and used all that money for this property. Right?
Yeah.
It's awesome the way it's working.
I want you to tell whose house did you frame yesterday?
Donna Cleary. I framed it myself personally.
That's right,
Yep.
exactly, yesterday.
And I was going to keep working. I quit about 5:30, and I was going to keep working to about 8:30.
Yeah.
And Ace got tired.
Bless his
He
heart.
looked at me, and he'd been laying there about 4 or 5 hours
That's
running
a
around.
long
And I didn't
time.
want him to go wandering off, so I'd
Yeah.
stay on him all the time.
Yeah.
And I had to feed Mom and all that stuff. But I looked at him, he wanted to go. So I said, all right, Ace. So I had to shut her down about 5:30. And I took Ace, get this everybody, I should post some pictures I sent to Amanda.
Yeah.
Down, if you go out of our gate and you turn right,
Yeah.
okay, the French Broad and Pigeon River comes together about a mile down the road.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know this, but where they launch boats, there's a little creek that feeds the river.
Yeah.
And it's slate bottom, right? So it's pure rock bottom, and it was only about 4 or 5 inches of water in the bottom, and it was trickling over the rocks. I took my work boots off, I took my socks off.
I'll post those on Facebook.
And I jumped in the water, you know, I waded through it, jumped in there, and Ace jumped in it with me. And he didn't know how deep it was, and he was in there. It was so relaxing, everybody.
Aww.
You can put your lawn chair in the creek and just put your feet in there and kick back, and there's the French Broad River. It was beautiful. That's just a mile down the road.
Oh, yeah.
So I did that yesterday. When I was sitting there, I started thinking about it. And this is how I do. I'm thinking, how can we put that environment here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I've got some ideas in the beach that I'm gonna take a lot of that concrete
Yeah.
and I'm gonna actually maybe stair step it like a deck of cards.
Yeah.
And from the top all the way down Laguna Lane and all the way down Malibu Lane, I'm gonna put a water feature that waterfalls
Oh,
all
that's
the
gonna
way
be
down
fun.
like a deck of cards.
Yeah.
So that's in my mind. That's what I want to do
Well, do
here.
you know that, and I know you'll remember this, number 23, I don't know how I'll remember it, Making Memories over at
Oh, yeah.
Remember down in the thing?
Yep.
Well, Randy had put a rock, a stone, and you made a trickle down waterfall in a jacuzzi inside one of the cabins.
Sure, I sure did.
Making memories.
Yep. So when you filled your jacuzzi, it come down a waterfall and filled up your jacuzzi.
Sure did. And that was one of the most popular houses. It stayed rented all the time.
Yeah.
And because Randy added it had a spiral staircase, and then it also had the trickle down thing, but everybody
did.
remembered it. And remember, it was secluded beside the creek.
Yep.
Number
Oh,
23.
it was so pretty.
Rented it all the time.
And everybody thought I was nuts
Oh yeah.
to do that.
Yeah.
You know, so man, I do some things that I just think's fun and exciting. And there was somebody I talked to, they want their house rented out. Well, why don't you have a sliding glass door,
Yeah. Put
right?
something cool.
That goes out onto a deck,
Yeah.
and you can make it private, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a little oasis out there. And I said, you know what I always wanted to do? I always wanted to put a glass shower in.
Yeah.
And on the outside of the house, of course, you could actually put a little courtyard. It's completely private.
Beautiful.
And so when you're showering, it makes you feel like you're kind of outside. Everybody likes an outside shower. Different stuff,
Yeah,
everybody.
exactly.
So,
okay,
yeah, go
I
ahead.
got two things we got to
Yep.
touch on. Real quick, sugar, I forgot one of them, but one of them is real important. When you're wanting your title, I'm thinking, we've had some issues, people asking about titles,
Yeah,
how they need to title them.
yeah,
We need to think about doing this instead of putting so-and-so and so-and-so. Why don't you put so-and-so or so-and-so? So if something happens, like, God forbid somebody dies, the other person, if you put the word or,
really?
then that other person has rights to that. So if you're a
Are
husband
you
and wife,
serious?
let's say Brian and
Mary?
Mary Carty. Brian or Mary, so they both have the same things. Brian and Mary dies or something. I don't know how that works, but I know that a lot of our customers are doing that. Double check it,
Okay.
ask about it, but a lot of people are putting or on there. So if
Okay.
you want to add somebody in on your title, please send in the information and let us know. And just be mindful of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
So,
well, that's I didn't know that. That's good.
Yeah.
I talked to the attorney Thursday, Friday last week,
yeah.
and he's actually the attorney for the city, for
Right.
Newport Utilities and everything. So it's a small town, and he represented us a little bit.
Right.
And he said, now, in the state of Tennessee, trailers are not titled,
All right.
okay? You do not need license plates for a trailer.
Okay. Good.
None. So that's why in Tennessee, they issue a certificate of origin.
Right.
So if you buy a home here and you're going to go to Wyoming, you'll take that certificate of origin to the DMV,
Right.
and then they will give you a title.
Right.
All right. Now, you don't have to register your home. You don't have to get a DMV. You don't have to put a license plate on it unless you're going to use it
Right.
on the state and national highways
Right.
and toting around like Steve's going to do as an RV.
Right.
If you're just going to live on your property, I don't know, we may have had 3 or 4 people register their home.
Right.
Nobody has to register it,
Mhm.
okay? So we have a certificate of origin, really is just a paper that this is the structure, it's got a VIN number on it.
Right.
But in Tennessee, we don't even title trailers
Right.
here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we had one of our customers here about last week. She was talking about that she needed it to be put in her daughter's name. Well, she found out that Tennessee is that you don't have to have a will or something like that state. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, it immediately goes to the
It
family.
immediately goes to the family member. So she worried about she left it in her name.
Yeah.
And if something happens and she passes, it goes directly to her daughter. as
Yeah,
her
and that
next
we didn't know that,
name.
so she came up with and told
Yeah.
us.
So that's
So-
good. We wanted to pass that information
We're
along.
pretty smart, but we don't know everything.
Oh, there was something else I was going to tell, and shoot, I can't remember now. But anyway, it made me think of something else. We're still doing the sheds. People, they had posted over the weekend, dimensions of a shed and things like that. We're
Yep.
still doing sheds, the skirting, the steps, blah blah blah.
Yeah. And you know, I wanted to build a deck, a shed, and skirting to show you what it looks like. You know what I'll do is I'll build a shed. Everybody knows what a deck looks like, and our
Yeah.
skirting we've done. So
And
I'll
they've
build.
seen my deck.
I'll
yeah.
put a shed together. I was going to have it 4 foot by 8 foot. It's like a sheet of plywood,
Right.
and you get a lot of stuff in there. But we just don't want big sheds all over the place and different things, and they've got to be somewhat portable. We can pick that thing up, set it on a truck, and it's gone.
Right.
Okay, so if you guys leave out of here, you don't want it. We can't put a 10 by 10 shed on there.
Right.
You got to be able to pick it up and head out.
Oh, the other thing, I think this is kind of what somebody just reminded me. Any updates on the Prairie, how many spots, and also talk about the resort and those people.
Good.
We're going to talk about those today
Yeah.
and connect with everybody.
The Prairie, I have decided I am only putting 30, and that is awesome
and
because
I think we still have 14 or 16.
we get 30, I'm done. We could probably, I could almost put 3 times that, but I'm not going to do it, everybody. I don't want it. I want the Prairie to look like
Yeah.
a prairie.
Good question, Lynn Lowe. Can we have 2 sheds?
Oh, good question.
Maybe.
I just want it to look nice, but
Yeah.
I don't see a reason why not.
Mhm.
You know, that's a good question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good question.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, but the Prairie will have 30. I will get that going. You know,
Just a guesstimate. And listen, this is not to hold you to this or anything. We know it goes by weather and everything. Any idea about the beach and the forest, like possible date of completion?
if we can get our inspections and going, which we don't have but a couple left on the electrical,
Mm-hmm.
me just thinking about it, we got the gravel here, we got everything, da-da-da. I don't know why it shouldn't take more than 8 or 10 weeks.
Yeah.
Done.
Mhm.
I'm hoping.
And can
Yeah.
so all the gravel has to be put down for sure.
That's nothing.
That's no big deal.
We've got a geotech fiber that goes down on top of the road.
Yeah.
So it's a fiber, it's 15 feet wide roll. We roll it down, and then we'll have an excavator or bobcat loading the dump truck because we've stockpiled a lot of gravel. And then they'll start putting it in, and they just lay it out there.
Now, will you start putting houses in as that one road's done? Like if Jack Pine's done, we can put houses in.
I can.
The next one, then we'll put.
What we'll do is we'll have all the utilities will be activated.
Okay.
Okay, so the utilities will be activated, everything's hot, ready to roll, water power sewers ready to go. Then we finish up the roads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. I know, Maria, you're right. Can you imagine move-in day? My God, it'd be a story. Does everybody have a moving buddy?
It is gonna be. I get excited thinking about having 100 homes here.
It's gonna be
The
insane.
beach full, the
Love
forest
it.
full, and I told you, there are gonna be 75 dogs walking around here.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Oh, too. That's another thing. Is I showed all the pictures of the dog lot that you're building at the house.
Yeah.
And the poles, and showed everybody the poles and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So we're thinking maybe a dog, or
Well-
no, you talking about back there.
Well,
right?
that was just a temporary one.
Yeah,
Because that's
okay.
where you got to walk for this, you know, to go around the loop. That was
Okay.
just for folks right now.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna put a dog lot over here, there. We got to have them. A lot of people
There's
got
gotta be more
dogs.
than one.
Yeah.
Probably.
But this land out here, see, this property's never been excavated to make it run and be
Right.
nice, right? So we have to make that road. We have to tear that whole field
Oh,
up
yeah.
and slope it towards the creek, right?
Yeah.
Money, man. That's money that wasn't figured into the $6,000.
Right.
So I'm sticking my neck
That's
and
why
doing
I'm telling you
things.
what, it's so crucial. The people that are the OGs, as they call them, the originals, you're going to be so tickled that you hung in there, because it's going to be something special.
It
And
is.
you're going to have bragging rights on top of bragging rights.
And we
being
won't
here.
stop.
No.
We won't stop making this prettier every year.
I want you to have your house on top of the something.
Well, I had a thought yesterday morning when I woke up. I want to build a tower, and I'm going to build this tower, and I'm putting a platform on top of this tower, right?
Yeah.
I got some telephone poles that are 45 foot. I'm going to put them 5 foot in the ground. We're concreting them, getting them set up,
Right.
and I'm going to have a staircase. You're going to go 40 feet. Our building is 33 feet.
Yeah.
So it's going to be taller than the building we work out of.
Yes.
I'm going to put a platform up there. And I thought, why can't we do yoga and sit up there on that platform and have it? And I mean, because
Well, sure.
I was doing yoga Saturday morning out here in this field, and I thought, wow, That'd be
It's
so
nice.
cool to be on that platform and
Yeah.
looking at the sun come up.
Sure.
That's just one of many
That'd be
things
cool.
that I'm going to do. And then I'm going to put a zip line on there for Maria so she can zip line from there to the forest.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, but there's all kinds of fun stuff we're going to do, all right? So everybody hang in there. That's the river property right there. Could you imagine having tree houses up above the trees?
That'd be so cool.
Little houses overlooking the river,
Yeah.
but they're going to be completely off grid. I mean, no water, power, or sewer. You're going to stay up there. It's like camping, you know? But that's what stuff I want to do. I think
Camping stuff, do they have to be certified? If they're on the property, they have to be
they're
certified.
just going to be platforms up there.
Okay.
You know, we might put platforms, put a tent. That's just
Sure.
stuff that'll add to the prestige and the popularity of this
Okay.
place and
Yep.
what we're doing and all that, you know?
All right.
So, all right, everybody. Have a great day.
I'm getting sunburnt.
I hope all this cleared the air for a lot of people, and I'm so glad everybody's on board with just trying to stay positive, not be negative. And if
Yes.
you hear anything negative, just cancel them out.
Yeah.
And if you got any questions about,
Let us know.
let me know. Be glad to
Okay.
talk to you about it. All right. Thank you, everybody. Got to get back to work.
Yeah. Tomorrow we'll go through houses.
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.